Hi. Are you Emily?
Yep.
Hello. Hi. I'm Derek. I just sent a message to everybody to hopefully get on. So
Okay.
anyway, I guess your husband was in the hospital, right?
Yeah. He
Is he doing better?
yeah, he actually has like first physical therapy appointment today. He was at work and somebody cut him with a knife. He works in like a cafe. And it
Oh
cut
no.
through a tendon and a joint. So he had to have like surgery to fix it up. So he's just starting to get like all the bandages off and stuff. So
Hmm. Okay. Well, I'm sorry that happened. Hopefully he does better. So,
yeah, yeah, he's getting there. So
good. Good. Ma- Miguel. Hello.
How's it going, guys?
I'm doing pretty good. And this is Emily and obviously me. Um, and I know Tanner can't make it, and is it Brandon or Braden or whatever? Brandon, he he won't be able to make it either. It looks like, and I haven't heard anything from Garrett. So,
Yep. It's always fun trying to coordinate these.
oh yeah, it's amazing. It's not easy, but anyway, how did you guys feel we did on the last one? Do you think it went all right?
And looking at it, it looked pretty good. I think we should probably have the separate titles for each one, like separate them to the 3.1, 3.2, have those individual segments segmented out. I did notice. I think Garrett did a good job writing his, but I didn't notice any citations within it. So
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we got to make sure we have our citations and then label each individual part so that way it corresponds to the rubric.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
And
All
I think we were also missing that like little code we're supposed to have on our title page that says like Mexico S7 dash part 1A, and so
right.
um,
Okay. Would that be the responsibility of whoever does the cover sheet?
I think so. Yeah.
So was it not done or something? Or
Um, I wonder if maybe Tanner just forgot to do it. I mean,
yeah.
since the first one, it's trying to figure it all out and whatnot. So
Okay. Well, I'm looking at
I think it's.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, to interrupt you. I think I typed it in the um, little chat thing. I think that's what it was supposed to look like. That
Okay.
so
Yeah, we'll
yeah,
need a
that's what it was
we'll
supposed to look like too.
yeah, we'll go ahead and make sure that happens, and whoever does the editing this time, we'll need to look for that. And of course, we can help out and in our whoever as we do our segments, make sure we do all that as well. Um, I'm looking at the rubric right now, and it looks like we have the main. I mean, the subject matter is in 2, 3, and 4.
mhm.
Um, 2 has 3 parts. 3 has 5 parts, and 4 has 2.
Mhm.
So I like how we split up. Was it last week? We split up 3 and 2. Um, so I think we should probably do something similar, right?
Yeah, I was trying to look at the point values and see if there's some way that we could kind of divide it up somewhat equally.
Okay.
So since there's like 10 parts between 2, 3, and 4, if one person wants to be the editor and cover sheet, the
Mhm.
5 other people can each take 2 parts from 2, 3, and 4.
Okay. One thing about part 5, that's pretty much just making sure that our grammar is okay.
I
Um,
think that's kind of an editor's role anyway. So
so I was just kind of wondering if maybe, well, I mean, you have definitely a good point. We should definitely do something like that. I'm wondering if maybe we should do have somebody who does part 1 also do part of part 2, or maybe part of part 3.
Okay.
and then the editor can do part 5 as well as do the editing.
Mhm.
Yep, whatever sounds good with me. I don't care.
Okay, alrighty. But you said you wanted to split up. Was it 2, 3, and 4? Emily, was that right?
Yeah, I guess 4 has only 2 parts, so that would just be one person. But
Okay.
I don't know if this affects this at all. You guys might know it. If you look at like on the little rubric thing, it has like the possible points for each one. So
Correct.
like it has the 2 and then 3. I think whatever, if we could find maybe a way of like splitting up those points somewhat too, because I think 4, it sounds like it's got some bulk to it. So I don't know if we want to try and split that or have one person do it or how we want to do that. But
Yeah. Well, we definitely need to split up 3. That's for sure. If we split up 3, I mean, if we were to split it up in 2, then that would be 5 points per each one. Like we'd have one person do 3 of the points and another person do 2 of the points, and that would be 5 points for each one, and that would also equal 5 points for part 4. But I definitely understand what you're saying, because we have 6 people.
that's what you said might be a really good idea, honestly, because I think actually looking at this closer, to do 4, I think you almost need to do both parts if I'm reading it correctly.
Okay. So whoever does 4 should probably do all of it then.
Mm-hmm.
and whoever does 3, I think has to do 3.3 through 3.5 because 3.5 goes back to 3.3.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. That's why it's important to read and make sure we understand before we delegate assignments, definitely. So yeah, those are some good catches right there. So yeah, so we need to have one person do all 4, and then one person do 3.33 through 3.5. And then do you want to split up 2 at all?
I think we kind of have to just because there's so many people in our group.
Yeah, because if we have one person do 3.1 and 3.2, if one person does 3.3 through 3.5, one person does all of 4, that's only 3 people.
Yeah.
The editor, and then we have 2 people to do those top ones. It might mean that some people do more than others this week. That's the way that it's kind of, And I'm okay with doing more on various weeks. I just figure it's going to end up that way. But what we could do is have somebody do all of 1 and maybe do 2.1 and then have somebody do 2.2 and 2.3. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds fine to me.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Why don't we do that then? One person does all of 1 plus 2.1. One person does 2.2 and 2.3. One person does 3.1 through 3.2. Another person does 3.3 through 3.5. One person does 4. Then there's the editing. So since we're on here, I'm guessing we should be allowed to have first pick.
Sounds good.
Let me see. Do you have a preference, or? I'm kind of scared to be the editor, to be honest. But I'm sure I need to do it one of these days.
I wouldn't mind being the editor either. So.
Okay. You want to be the editor this time then?
Yeah, I'll take the editor.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Do you have a preference, Miguel?
I'm just trying to look at it and see what I think. Yeah, honestly, I don't mind doing a little extra every once in a while too.
Yeah, I mean it's for the greater good. So
yeah, well, and I think over time we'll be able to divide it up more even too, and
yeah,
it'll switch around the roles. If you guys want, I can take. I'll take section 4.
Okay. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and take 3.3 through 3.5. And we can assign the other two guys the rest of it. We just ask them maybe if we have to delegate more next time, maybe they can fill that role or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'll send a text out to everybody, letting them know what we've decided and make sure that the rest of them are okay with the rest of that. So.
Okay. And so the parts, if I understand correctly, the parts that we just have left then are section 1 and 2.1, and then 2.1 and through 2.3, and then 3.1 through 3.2.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. All righty. I'll start getting a text going so that they know, and hopefully the rest of them will volunteer.
Okay.
And I guess that's it. Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about, or?
I think we should also, I don't know how everyone did their citations this last time. I think we were told to do them in APA. Is that correct?
They should be in APA.
APA, okay. I haven't ever done that before. I did one that I just looked up online on how to do a citation for a website, and I didn't think it was that great. I emailed I sent a message to the instructor to have his opinion on it, but he never answered it. So
I think for APA, it's just like the author's last name and then the year it was published.
Okay.
Most of them. But as the editor, I can go through and make sure that everybody does it correctly.
Okay, sure. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, we definitely need to make sure we do that then.
It's pretty simple too. There's actually, I typed up here on the chat again. There's a thing. It's called OWL Purdue, and it has how to reference, and it explains how to do all that. So it's really helpful if you want to have a source to kind of see what you're supposed to do with that.
Okay. Okay. Sure. That would be a great tool. All right. I'll check that out as well. So just go to OWL Purdue. Is it .edu or?
I think I'm trying to remember myself. Let me take a look here. I think as soon as you type in OWL Purdue, it should pull it up actually.
Okay.
I think it's like the first thing that pops up when you search like APA too.
Yeah. Okay. So just if you do a Google search for APA citation, that'll come up.
Yeah, if you type in OWL Purdue APA, it will come up.
Okay. Excellent. I will definitely do that then. Cool. Anything else?
I think, do we kind of want to confirm any kind of time on Friday that we want to meet again?
Oh, yeah. The earlier, the better, probably for me. Although I get home, because I'm not sure when daylight saving time ends and everything, because I'm in Arizona and we never change.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no idea how that even works. In fact, last year, or a couple of trimesters ago, I was actually an hour late by accident because I didn't even know, so for one of these things.
It actually, I just looked it up. It doesn't take effect until November 6th.
Oh, we have another month. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So in that case, then yeah. So we'll be an hour behind. I'll be an hour behind you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, I'm usually available by 6 o'clock Arizona time, which would be 7 o'clock yours, because I get home by that time from work. I don't know if that's going to work out for people. If people are going to want to be leaving for different activities or date nights or whatever they got planned, but that's my availability. As soon as I'm done with work, I'll definitely get here and get on so we can talk.
Okay. And you said 6 is when you'll be able to do that, 6 Arizona time.
Correct. That's probably the reality of what I'm able to do. Now, if that's too much and it doesn't work out, then I'm happy to just receive instruction via text message, or if somebody wants to call me and go over what we discussed. I can do that as well. If us meeting at 7 to compensate me would be too hard. So, if somebody just wants to talk to me that way, you guys can still do your things and take care of whatever you need to take care of, So,
I think I can make it work. I mean, obviously it's not ideal, but it's sometimes what we just got to do. I think it'd be awesome actually if one of us maybe set up a Google Doc and maybe we could just throw everything in there and see it a little more easily. That way we could kind of all be editors a little bit.
oh yeah, okay. A Google Doc, we throw in our portions, and then we can kind of critique it at that point before we give it to the editor.
I could probably set that up.
All right, cool. That would be awesome. Definitely.
Yeah. I know one of my friends who's taking this class right now, he said that's what his group did, and it helped them to catch that one of their group members hadn't put any citations in before they sent it off, so it just was a little bit helpful.
Nice. Okay. Let's try that, and I'll make sure that I have that in the group text so that that can be, that we'll be doing that. Of course, Emily, you'll have that ready, I'm guessing for that. So that would be a great idea, definitely. That way we can maybe fix any mistakes we potentially have had on the last one.
Okay. And for meeting on Friday, is that just to go over kind of final things before we submit it?
Yeah, we try not to do these meetings too long. And so far we've only done one so far. And it was relatively short. Right? It was about, what, a half an hour, I think?
Yeah, I think it was about a half an hour. Yep.
But yeah, the first one is to give away assignments, and the second one is to go over it and make sure we're happy with everything. And then we turn it in. Okay. But we turn it into the editor. But at the same time, and we can always text back and forth, message, or phone call. I'm more than willing to do that if we're not, on the same page, or we need to do something different or correct something.
Okay, because if we have the Google Doc thing, we might not even need to meet on Friday. If it just
yeah, I think it will help a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
All right. Was there anything else we should discuss?
I don't think so.
All right, cool. Well, I will get the message out, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Awesome. And do you want to, when you message everyone, or maybe in the Google Doc, you could put this, just a reminder to put your sections and a heading. I think in an APA format, every paragraph or every section should have like a heading to it that's in bold, and then what else was I going to say? Oh, and just make sure they have their citations and stuff in there, and just so people are aware of that as they go to type and do this next.
Okay, I can do that.
That would be great.
Hey, thanks for setting this up, Derek.
No problem. I appreciate it. I appreciate your help. Thank you both.
Yep, thank you.
All right, have a good night.
Thanks, guys.